Hi, I'm Brennan Gurley, and here's what's making headlines across East Texas. Mental health care is hard to find in the Piney Woods, but UT Tyler is working to change that. A new $1.5 million federal grant will expand its psychology internship program, bringing more care to local communities. CBS 19's Alan Casper sat down with the program director to explain how this funding could improve access to care for East Texans.
Every county in East Texas is designated as a mental health provider shortage area, and the need for specific child and pediatric behavioral health care is even higher than that. So our goal is to train interns to provide quality behavioral health care, ideally in integrated settings, so that we're increasing access to care for children and adolescents. This is a new grant that is specifically targeted at increasing the number of providers specifically in behavioral health.
I'm a psychology intern working in rural mental health care in an underserved area. What I've learned is that there's a lot of barriers to care, both cost, distance, ability to see people. We do have very high rates of trauma and suicide in the area, as well a lot of other mental health disorders that are going untreated.
One of the things that I think is really unique about our internship is that we meet patients where they're at. So our interns are integrated into primary care clinics, family medicine, clinics around the hospital, so that patients coming in for their normal medical care have access to behavioral health care right at that moment.
The doctors a lot of times, since they see their patients so often, can detect mental health issues a lot quicker and easier than a lot of other people can. So with that, they call us in for a warm handoff, and we can meet the person in the moment at the hospital to provide care in a collaborative way.
Additionally, our interns are able to provide services at no cost, which allows patients to overcome that hurdle of not being able to afford mental health care.
The most important thing for us is to make this very easy and seamless for any patients in need or anybody that wants to reach out for mental health services.
We need more providers, and we need providers who are passionate about working in this area. So I'm hopeful that as we can provide quality training, we can retain our interns to continue the work that we're doing.
A dream is taking flight in East Texas to honor local heroes and a legacy of service. The city of Palestine is working on a project to pay tribute to Vietnam vets at its Veterans Park. CBS 19's Robert De La Garza shows us how a group of locals are rallying together to show respect to the past in a very visible way.
A Vietnam-era Huey helicopter is one step closer to landing in Palestine's Veterans Park. This week, City Council gave the go-ahead to a project that honors service and one veteran's lifelong dream.
It's a little bit of a tribute to the Huey itself. And not only the Huey, but the veterans that were in Vietnam that it helped in many ways.
Vietnam veteran David Killian says the idea came from his late friend Curtis Fitzgerald, who he called one of the most decorated Huey pilots in Anderson County.
This was Curtis's dream to have this chopper here, so I joined him in that dream.
You were a team in Vietnam together too. You had to be together and have everybody's backs, and so he wanted this, and so we've got his back.
Fellow Huey pilot Charles Smith says it's about more than honoring Curtis. It's about honoring every veteran who served.
But I think it brings back memories to a lot of people, just to say the pride of having one in their town. Like I say, it's educational.
The chopper was found in Kentucky and gifted as an IOU to the group, but now they're working to raise about $75,000 to restore, maintain it, and eventually get it airborne in this spot.
Well, we hope that they would get on board and support this program with us, and if you can help us get this thing in there, it would be a blessing to the city.
Now they're turning for the public for help, hoping private donations will lift this dream off the ground.
So this is something that I took under my wing when Mr. Curtis Fitzgerald was alive.
Palestine Mayor Mitchell Jordan joined the initiative, fulfilling a promise he made to Curtis to see it through during his time in office.
We have to show them that we do appreciate that all of their sacrifices for what they've done and what they've done for our families.
It's a great project for Palestine, and it brings attention to Palestine, and a lot of other towns don't have this. But it brings pride to this Veterans Park that we have here.
It's more than a helicopter. It's a promise to remember and a symbol of the city's pride for those who served. In Palestine, Robert De La Garza, CBS 19.
That's a wrap of your East Texas headlines. I'm Brennan Gurley.